Good afternoon, America. Today is Tuesday, the 31st of March, 2026. The time now is 12:33 p.m. and it's Tuesday. I want to talk a little bit about update and breaking news on what's happening in Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, Israel is totally destroyed, completely. They had a mass missile attack just last night, and it's devastating. It's hard to watch, and in one instance, millions were killed, unfortunately. I'm going to be talking to you about this because it's something that could have been prevented. Literally, it could have been prevented, and I don't blame anyone in particular, but I blame the leaders of both nations. One for starting the problem, and two for enabling the problem. Now, the question here is simple. How many families have been killed in all of the drama in the Middle East when someone could have just said, okay, you have contentions, let us sit at a table and let's talk about this. Let's communicate with each other. The problem here is one, pride. The second problem is communication. The third problem is arrogance. And jealousy. That is what is going on, and those are the basic problems that are happening in the Middle East. There is a contentious mannerism of the way that each culture treats each other. You see, this is not a not only a physical war, it's a religious war. It's an ethno-economic war. Ethnicity has everything to do with it. Now, who am I to say this? I'm just a simple man. But I'm going to be very frank to you, leaders in offices, in high places that people have placed you in, and build up your pride and your arrogance and your egotistical modes. You know, man was made for a specific reason, to go forward and prosper and become what they are meant to be. They're meant to soar the heavens and create unimaginable creations. We are in the image of God, are we not? We have the mindset or the mind, not exactly of God, but we have the mind created by God. Now, I'm not going to get into religious because there are some of you who are not religious. You're evil. You're evil. You're mischievous. and you're destructive. The many of you who are getting killed in the Middle East right now have come to the point, have come to their final point in their lives. And many who have been fighting for their nation, Israel, have no nation to govern now. And they're picking up the pieces. This war is going to escalate. My final warning, and I've said it many times. I gave a warning to the Knesset in Israel 3 years ago. They discarded the warning. They thought I was a wacko. I gave it in writing. I gave it in verbal. Listen, Israel is about to be destroyed. And the sign that was given, very simply, this was a raven tearing down the Israeli flag off your flagpole. How does God judge? How does God judge? Look at Genesis 8 in your Torah. Genesis 8, 6 and 7. How does God judge? You have no idea what you're doing. No idea at all what you are doing. I am no prophet. I'm no one. I'm a simple man with a message. And I gave this message out 3 years ago. Even now I have a raven standing in my porch. Or a big crow. Understand what I am saying to you. It is not over by far, and it's going to escalate. You will see humanity spread out through a battlefield and fields that should have been used for agriculture, and mountains and hills with bodies spewed everywhere. And then you had the birds of prey picking at their eyes and their bodies, and dogs eating their carcasses, and all kinds of animals, wild animals out there. Predators. Destroying the lives of the soldiers that you sent to be killed, slaughtered. Mr. Trump, you have made the greatest mistake in the soul of your life. You have made the greatest mistake in the soul of your life. I don't care, and I don't think that you can be a godly man. You cannot be a godly man. You may act like a godly man, but you are not a godly man. By their fruits you shall know them. By their fruits you shall know them. So I do not believe every word that is said that every word that is said from the mouth of a politician is truth. I do not believe that. For by their fruits you shall know them. In continuance, you will see thousands upon thousands, millions, because Iran has said that they are deploying a 1,000,000-man army. And there is supposed to be 200 million soldiers against Israel. That is completely slaughter. The question about nuclear weapons, you will use nuclear weapons, that's for sure. That is for sure. If someone does not take you out of the way. And I believe that's also prophesied. Like I said, I'm a simple man with a message. Don't kill the messenger. Before Methuselah died, before he was killed by the flood, he gave a message to Noah. He told Noah this: my thoughts were that my world would be destroyed by fire.